What's going on, guys? Today we're at World Boba and Coffee trying out some very delicious drinks, talking with the owners, and just having a good time. Be a fun... Why she winked at me? My wife winked at me.
You guys will not believe how much is packed into this one shop. From some of the spiciest ramen I've ever had to some of the most interesting combinations that you won't find in boba anywhere else. Also, a special invention that I can't even show on camera because how top secret it is. If you're an artist and you want to hang your artwork on the wall, the owners will let you do that free of charge as long as you have a way to sell the art posted next to your art. And if you just want to doodle, you can do that too. On a little napkin and post on the Great Wall of Napkins.
Finally getting this down a little bit, so we were speaking with the owner. Super nice guy. Him and his brother, they both own this coffee shop here, and we'll be able to talk with him in a little bit about the ins and outs of the business. But I've got like a little Superman curl right here. My wife's all looking at me. Do you think the Superman curl funny? Go away. No. Super gracious, gave us both a free drink. Awesome. So, you know, the benefits of being a YouTuber. All right, see this? I like that they have the little barcode, the little details. So if you have your drink with you, you're driving, you're like, oh, what else I got? And you got it right there. Yeah, the immediate area, I mean, it's right here across the street from UTEP. You've got, what's next year? We got insomnia cookies. So if you can't sleep, you go there, you get some cookies, and you'll never sleep. Yeah, I think it's super cool though. I mean, all the art on the wall, it's local artists, super neat, super fun. What do you think?
About what?
Whole coffee shop experience, the owner, everything.
I think it's really unique. It's fun. It's immersive in the sense of like, there's so much going on and it's not super loud. Because like that's the biggest downside to me where it's like it's super loud, I'm stressing out. I just want to be chill, relaxed, be surrounded by good art and good music and amazing drinks, and I'm good, you know? So I like that.
I'll say, when I did the filming, when we filmed that, I was doing that video trying all the Mexican food, that one, the El Cameta, when we went to the El Cameta, the music was so loud. Any of the audio that I got from there, I couldn't use at all. It was so loud. Even if you were sitting next to somebody and you're trying to talk, you probably wouldn't be able to hear them without kind of yelling almost.
Right.
And it was horrible. No, the food was good though. Food was great, but the ambiance was horrible.
But this, like here, I don't feel like I'm
here it's amazing. It's very
for
chill, very
ambiance.
calm.
It's chill. It's nice. It's just legitimately nice, and there's multiple options where I don't feel limited in the sense of like, what else do I pick? That makes sense. There's ramen, you know. There's a whole selection of ramen. I think that's nice because here in El Paso, it's usually just like the top ramen from Walmart, and I don't want top ramen. But they have like the Korean style, actual legit ramen, and I like them.
I like this drink. It's pretty good. It tastes good. I like it. It's sweet. This is what I like. Okay.
Oh, also the boba's not like super gross and sticky, and like really hard to chew. It's very good.
Yeah, I've already gotten down to the bottom of the barrel, so I'm at that point in boba when you're drinking it, and you have to kind of like, and then it might just like fly in the back of your throat. So, I'm there.
Great.
Yeah, this is beautiful. All right, let's do it.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
So this is the prickly pear with the mango jelly and the butterfly peach.
Super good.
That has
we
a
try
neat
the
story too.
lightsaber one.
Oh my god.
Whoa. Every drink we've had is very unique, very different, but I mean, all of them can be like a favorite on their own. So good.
Have
Yeah, let's go for
You
it.
guys are making it really hard to pick a favorite drink. Oh my god.
Spicy.
So good.
It's good though.
The cheese gave it a balance to the spice. See, this one's like dang. I'm like, this is
that's
perfect.
Wait, that's half sauce. You're not at
the
full.
full sauce makes
You're not
it
at
cry.
full hot.
Amazing.
It is very good though. I like the viscosity of the sauce.
We're gonna have to bring Violet here.
It's spicy. It's creamy, textured.
Ooh.
Oops.
Oh my goodness. Hon, you have to have it on a chip.
On a chippy.
Did you choke on the little mango thing?
Good morning, guys. We have made it to the Hive here in El Paso, Texas. It is extremely cold. My fingers are freezing. I can't wait to get a hot cup in my hand, something warm in my tummy. Hopefully it's good. So we've set up a meeting here today. It should be exciting. And well, let's get inside. Let's go inside and see what it's all about.
Oh, I'm so sorry, go ahead.
I didn't even see you. Almost ran over the owner. Okay, all right, so we're here now, and I can be a little more louder. I don't want to be in the main coffee area speaking so loudly. So this is the little surprise I wanted to show you guys. This is such a neat little area back here, and I don't think I've ever seen any coffee place do this. They have the entire gaming lounge. I mean, the setup in here is insane. They've got everything from computers to, I mean, PlayStation 5. So if that's your thing, you're not a big computer guy, they got Funko Pops, they have art in here, they've got, it is just the plethora of videos. I mean, right here I can see, it looks like they're actually building a PC, so I think they actually do the PC builds themselves, and it is just insane. I can't wait to see what this place looks like when it's actually lit up. I don't think I've been back here. I've been back here one time before, but never when it's been full of people, so just walking around it, looking at everything, this thing is nuts though. This is crazy. You know, something you would never think would be back here is, I mean, it's back here. I mean, it's like a 2-in-1. Really clever how they did it too. I mean, if you're a business owner, this is probably the direction that I would go. If you've got all this space back here, very clever. So super cool, super neat. All right, I'm all out of breath now. Try to fix the camera. I wish my wife was here. She could help me film. She makes it easier. She's the best camera woman ever. Okay, so we've got banana, tres leches, rosa, and then pistachio. So this should be interesting because I like 3 of these for sure. Pistachio is always hit or miss with me. So I think we're gonna try that one first, and we'll see how it, I mean, just look at the presentation though. It's super cute. You get like 4 of these little, I'm not gonna say shots because they're kind of big, you know. For comparison, there's my hand. This would be pretty cool though if you're someone like me and you're not a big coffee drinker and you want to experience something. I think this would be like your go-to right here. This is something you'd want to try, you know, just get a general idea. I guess we'll just go in for it for the first drink. That's pretty good. I don't know if it tastes like pistachio though. I can't really, when I have pistachio stuff, I guess it's always like ice cream or just the nuts themselves, and it's just like super, almost like meaty tasting to me, like that kind of fatty flavor. This is good. I mean, yeah, it tastes like coffee, but I don't know, pistachio, let me see. I probably should have asked for decaf too, because I have a super low tolerance to caffeine, so I'll probably be up till like this time tomorrow now. A very rich flavor, super good. What's next on the list? Rosa? I'm not really sure. Oh my gosh, I'm making a mess. I made a mess, guys. I'm gonna have to clean that up in a second. Let me get a napkin. While spilling it, trying to look at the names. Here, 1 second. Grab a little napkin real quick. Do you have a little napkin by chance? Or a rag? No. Cool, thank you. All right, there we go. Crisis averted, okay. All right, next stop is the rosa. I'm probably butchering it. It's probably a Spanish word, but I'm horrible at it, so let's see. Oh, that's weird. It hits strong with like the aftertaste. You know, you're drinking it at first and you're just like, okay, coffee, and then yeah, that aftertaste kind of hits you there in the back of your throat. It's good though. It's, I mean, it's floral. It's definitely gonna be like a floral flavor, but not like in a weird way where you're like, you're up at a bush and you're eating a rose like a gazelle. You know, it just tastes good. Doesn't really have a smell, or maybe my nose is just fucked up right now, but like swishing into my mouth like it's mouthwash, like it's wine. You know, you're trying to get the notes from the wine, but this is like me wine tasting coffee. Not bad. It doesn't linger either. You know, sometimes you get an aftertaste and you're like, oh fuck, it's just stuck in your mouth. But no, that's good. All right, I think I've saved the best for last. Tres leches and banana. I'm gonna do banana because I don't think I've ever had banana flavored coffee. This one has a slight smell, sweet, but not banana-y. You know, just like let's see. That was good. It's like what's that thing called? The little dessert, the banana cream pie. It's like that. This really doesn't even taste like coffee, actually. This just tastes more like a sweet kind of banana milk, almost, like a banana milk, but not overbearingly sweet, you know? I can't tell you how much sugar is in it, so if you got diabetes, drink at your own risk, but it's good. Yeah, I think this would be like a usual. If I were to get coffee or coffee-based drinks from here, this would be like my go-to right here. Actually, I might speak too soon. I'm gonna try the tres leches real quick and then we'll see. I don't want to eat my own words. Ooh. These are both really good, but both very different. This one's just like those little hard caramel candies you get during like Christmas time, or you're at like your great grandma's house and she has like the bowl of candy where they've solidified into one mass of candy. It's like that. It's good. It's like toffee. It's like toffee. I wouldn't say tres leches though it's been probably a good 5 years since I've had a tres leches cake. You know, I mean, I've had stuff from like Walmart, but that's not even real tres leches. But this is good. Yeah, out of the four, these are banana's probably my favorite, tres leches second, pistachio third, and then the rose one would be my fourth. Both very good still. This one's more floral, and my palate is more attuned to very sweet stuff. So these two are going to be on your sweeter spectrum. These are kind of like, this one, the pistachio one's still pretty sweet too. I'm not gonna lie, it's sweet, but it's not like, you know, like me, if I make sweet tea, I make it from like how they would do it in like Louisiana, like a pound of sugar per cup. So that's like my go-to. Probably why I got fat as fuck during COVID time, but I think we've lost most of that weight. So this is good though, I like it. You know what, now that I think about it, it's really not that much coffee. This is probably the equivalent to drinking like one large coffee, because they're not huge, you know? And I kind of like it too, they don't like, these are iced too, they're not hot. So that's why I'm like slurping it real quick. I wouldn't be like with a hot coffee, but they don't over ice it. Like if you ever gone to the bar and you get a drink and then you get like this much alcohol and like this much ice, you know? No, this is like a good ratio of drink to ice. And they're done. Super good. I feel horrible. I kind of made a mess when I was drinking these. I got most of the mess off the table, but now just like my hands are sticky. These are amazing. Yeah, I think the culmination of everything that they have here, this is an experience. Even if you're just come here one time, I would recommend doing this. Get the flight of 4, and definitely check out the gaming area in the back, the gaming lounge, you know. Even if it's just to get like pricing or just to check it out, you know, it's super cool. I think it's the first time I've actually seen a gaming lounge in person, you know, besides seeing them on videos, so that was super cool. It's something different. It's not, the music's not over loud here, you know. I like that. It's like a very peaceful vibe, very chill, very cool, very calm. I think I keep going back to it, but when I did that video when I was traveling from here to Dallas and I was trying Mexican food, like, I mean, Mexican restaurants, they're gonna be loud, you know, but I went to the El Cameta here, which is like down the street from where I live. That shit was loud as fuck. Okay, it sounded like I was at a Pitbull concert, okay? It was super loud, you know. For context, I go to metal shows, and that was still louder than going to see like a heavy metal band. You're just trying to get your flautas and your ears are being destroyed. So I'm gonna put a clip, I'll play a clip right now. If I could find some raw footage of it and you guys can see how loud it was, because when you guys saw the video, it was edited, you know? I just did a voiceover, but it was so loud. And I think I brought this microphone with me at the time, which is a shotgun mic. These are supposed to cancel noise from all directions except the front. It did not work at all. So these are good though, these are cool.
And up next, we got the Dripping Cauldron. This was a really sweet spot to go to. I'm so glad my wife took me here. The atmosphere is amazing. If you're an alternative clientele, you're gonna love this place. Regular people love it too. I'm just saying, as someone that grew up in a household full of metal music and just being like an emo kid growing up, this was like a fat kid in a candy store. It was so fucking cool. And I mean, the food was great. The drinks were great. The owners were amazing. Even, I mean, everybody that worked here was so cool. I'm just gonna get into it.
Okay. Chill back here for a second. So it's pretty cool in here. This is a really fun spot, awesome. So I've got a chance to speak with the owners, employees. Everyone's really cool, really having a good time here. So they're just getting everything set up. You've probably seen some of the B-roll. Nice, and this place is just awesome. The atmosphere is awesome, super cool, super chill. I like it, super fun. Hey, there we go, cool. Sweet. Oh, you're good. All good. That mine? Cool, hey. Hey.
I always order for him.
You guys can choose.
Okay, Bananas Foster. Bananas Foster. And then this one?
That was Witch's Brew.
Witch's Brew. Okay, so I can edit it on right now. Cool. Okay, we're in the process of making the teas. Oh, is that how it's done? I don't really know anything about teas or anything, so I get to enjoy the benefit of my wife's work usually. I know how to cook and everything, but when it comes to like drinks and stuff, I am not very good at it. If there's a way to ruin water, I will do it. Like I know what I'm doing, but. Hey, that mine. It's probably for the best. I have to take like 3 melatonins tonight. I don't need the caffeine. I'm already wired right now. I'm like the squirrel on
In Hoodwink?
On Hoodwinked, yeah. Coffee to me is like on Futurama when Fry has his 100th cup of coffee and he becomes like an immortal being and everything's just slow motion. That's how it is for me. So. Except I also have high blood pressure, so coffee and me and blood pressure, I'm like, my arm hurts, I'm having a stroke. So, you know, it's like, trying to watch my language here.
You don't have to watch it. I watch my language. No cuss.
It's fucking good. No, I'm just kidding. No. It's like a party in my mouth. We'll say that. Okay. This is like they climax and they put it in a flavor and then they gave it to you and it's like see, and you're like you can't. Well, that's how I talk. Okay, I stole my wife's drink. This is more mellow, not as sweet as the other one, but still very good. It's the Banana Foster. So this would be good, I think, if you didn't want to have like a huge sugar rush and you still wanted something good to get in your palate.
You can make Jake
My wife's scarfing down mine now. I beat her up. No, she's not scarfing it, but this is good. So super cool. So this one is done with the French press. We witnessed that. I'll put footage here. You can see it. She took it back. And this one, frappe. So blended iced coffee with oat milk. I'm gonna make it sound like I know what I'm talking about. So,
It's all brought to you by Adam.
super cool. All right. I'm gonna watch how much, wait. And this one has caffeine, yes? Yes. Okay, so I'm just gonna like not, it's so good. I don't wanna drink it all though. I'll save it for, my wife will drink it. So. It's good. I'm here with the actual cauldron here, so super cool. It was smoking earlier, so you'll see. Yeah, it was, now it's taking a little tinkle. So it's tinkling. Cool. Yeah, honestly though, this place is super cool, super neat. I love the just the atmosphere, the music they got going on here. So that's really cool. Cool vibes all around. The art's awesome. I think you guys probably already seen that throughout the video, and I'll put some more up here. And it's just cool. I mean, all the little things you can get. It's like walking into, it's like if they took Hot Topic, Spencer's, a coffee bar, and then Earthbound, and just a bunch of other cool shit, and they put it all in one spot, and then they amplified it times 10. And yeah, I mean, I wish I lived closer. I'd come here like every day. My wife's just like,
Then instead of naughty stuff in the back, you get a mechanic shop.
yeah. Instead of the back of Spencer's with, well, you guys know what's in the back of Spencer's. You get.
They got tickets to see Tool.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to see.
Yeah, see? I was like, they got tickets to see Tool. He's like, that's what I wanted.
For the camera, baby. Wait, it's blurry. I dropped this lens, okay? All right, we're trying the Vladimir Putin. No, I'm just kidding. The Vlad the Impaler. The Vladimir Putin. There they go. Oh, wow.
So good.
I can inhale this.
Yeah, I've been wasting it next to you. Now I'm catching it. I like turning my back to see you.
Let's show off this bad boy. This is the most pretty sandwich I've ever seen.
Oh, it's so fancy.
They had it in the panini press. That's what I want to get. Yeah.
If I had the list of everything you want to get from Amazon, I'd be what?
I like kitchen stuff. I like cooking. Wait. I need for the thumbnail. There we go. Oh. You have the food fish stuff now. Good morning, everybody. We're here at Rally Point right now, and we are about to take an adventure inside and see what makes this place so different than all the others. These assholes. One second, I'm by a major freeway and a lot of guys have, how would you say, micro penis, so they have to get a huge truck to compensate. But yeah, let me go ahead and get in there and we'll see how it goes. All right, we got the tea. So this time I didn't do coffee because last time I didn't sleep pretty much for a while. Gonna let them grind the coffee. Okay, we opted in for a tea this time because you guys probably saw in the last clip, I look like Tyler Durden at the end of Fight Club, wide awake and jonesing out there. So, I mean, we'll try it out. It's red. What was the name of this one again? Rose hibiscus? Wait. Rose hip, like a hip?
Yeah, hibiscus.
Rose hip hibiscus with strawberry. Okay, all right, I'm drinking some hip tea. No, rose hip hibiscus with strawberry. Well, you guys probably heard on the mic just now. I'll put it in there, I'll edit it, okay? It's this, that's how you say it, okay? That's how you do it, okay? Look at my hand, look at, there's gonna be a word on my hand right now. Or maybe I won't, maybe I'll forget to put it on there. So, it's good though, I like it. Here we go, shoot some B-roll downtown again. The last time I got chased by a homeless guy, so I don't know. That wasn't very fun. But this is cool. I'm gonna miss this little series of the coffee joints. I guess that's about it. Oh yeah, that's good. I would mainline this right here to the main range. You know, it's pretty cold outside, but I'd say even for an ice drink, it's good. I'd still drink it, you know. I think a lot of people like hot drinks when it's cold, but I just like whatever. So, it's good. Yeah, pretty fun. Oh, let's see. I'm still trying to wake up too, so. It was a long, restless night last night after the 4 coffees in a row. Honestly, I don't know why I didn't come on. I probably should have just taken a sip, but I don't know. I tend not to want to waste. This coffee shop's pretty cool. They've got little board games. So, you know, if you guys want to play, this one's just called Wooden Games. I like the, focus, damn you. This one's called Wooden Games, so. It's an interesting, it just says nostalgic, but I don't think, oh, I see why it's called nostalgic. They're actually like little peg games, so I guess you play. I don't think I've ever seen anyone play this game though, like in my time. It seems like a 1800 century kind of game. If you're watching this and you know how to play this game, you probably feel like me whenever my daughter is like, what's a VHS player? So that's me right now with this. But I think it has the instructions on here. Triangle, I think of Triforce, so. Oh, I'm so tired. I feel inclined not to be loud since it's like a calm coffee shop. I feel like I'm more like a library where I shouldn't be like super loud. So no, I'm gonna keep bringing it up. But that video when we went to the El Clemente, I was like screaming pretty much in the microphone because how loud their music was. And here it's like a different vibe. It's a very peaceful, calm. I'm trying to be not as loud. So yeah, I think this one between this and then where did we go to? We went to World Boba and Coffee. That one. That vibe there is very kind of like active. It's very, you know, moving around. And then Rally Point, this is a really nice vibe. This is a place that I would go to probably sit back, read a book, or just play my Switch, or just kind of get away from it, you know? I got so used to just filming in my room, you know, my office, and just doing whatever, really. I mean, you guys have seen all the videos, so it's cool though. I like kind of getting out here more, so yeah. Well, let's see. Oh my God, okay, there we go. I'm freezing. I didn't know it was gonna be raining today, so we're here at Kaffa's Coffee and we're gonna try it out. We're gonna check it out, it should be pretty cool. And I'll see you guys inside here in a little bit. All right, I've kind of gotten set up here already, so I'm getting my equipment down and we'll take a seat for just a little bit while we get everything a little more situated. And I can try to get my camera to look not so janky. But yeah, I like it. It's a really nice and chill vibe, very calm. I like the music, very peaceful. So I can see why my wife recommended this place. This is like her spot here downtown El Paso. Super cool. So we're gonna go ahead and probably get some things ordered up here in a little bit, try out some things and see how it goes. But right now, I mean, it's just a really nice, cool vibe, and it's calm. It's rainy, so I got here a little bit late. I look tired because I didn't sleep last night very much. I was trying to get things ready for today and to do the video. Has it been busy this morning? Oh, okay, so day kind of get some breathing room. What are the days that you guys usually are like crowded? You got a lot of people coming in and Monday, Friday, yeah, I guess that makes sense. People getting ready for the week and people that are done with their week. They're like, all right, let's get some coffee. Let's get ready for the weekend. And, yeah, I did one video and they gave me like 5 coffees and like, I don't know why I drank them all. That night I was all shaking. I was like, I asked my wife, I was like, give me some Benadryl. Like, I don't feel good. I think I'm having like allergic reaction or something. She's like, you just had too much coffee. Getting everything ready right now, so let them do their magic. Hopefully I'm not super caffeinated again today. So I think we got something with no to little caffeine in it. I mean, you guys probably saw me earlier in the other video when I was all jonesing out. I look like a, you know, like a fiend. This should be pretty interesting though. I like it. It's very calm, very mellow. This is my vibe. They got some super pretty croissants over there. They're decorating them right now, so they look awesome. I think we're gonna try one. And I love me some food. So it should be good. Look at this pigeon out here. Look at these pigeons. They're just chilling. What are you guys doing out there, huh? Pigeoning. Oh, okay, first stop. We have the pink rose. This is a tea. And not very pink. No, let's see. It's good. It's like mellow. It's not too sweet. I know they put honey in it, but it's not too sweet. So pretty good. I like it. I think it's good. And it's good. I like the pink rose tea. So cool. I think they're getting anything else ready, so we'll try this one. Okay, cool. So this one's pink rose, and then this one is
Ginger peach tea.
ginger peach tea. Okay, we'll put it here on the screen so you guys can see it. All right, very different color. Lemon rose, ginger peach tea, and I guess we'll try them both. See how they both taste at the same time. Let's see. Oh, that's super good. Yeah, it comes in strong with the ginger in the front, and then the peach kind of like rolls in at the end. So it's almost like an after flavor, but a little sweeter than this one, but both very good. So, I like that. This one has more sweetness at the end. This is like more sweet all the way through, but I asked for this sweet too. So, but it's good. They're both good. So I like them. Cool. I'm gonna try them both. I don't think you should drink both of them at the same time. It's good. Oh, let me see if I get some more footage, some more shotties of them. Just like fun shots. All right, let's see how it's done. Wait, whoa. Okay, there we go. Look at that, generous glazing right there. Perfect. All right, let's go. Hey. Yeah, I'll try one. I guess I'll try the Nutella. Yeah, that'll work. Sweet. You guys also serve wine? What, IPA? That's cool. All right, thank you. Look at this little pretty decoration. This is how we need to do it at my house. Really? That's crazy. What time do you guys get in the morning to do everything? 6? Oh, that's not too bad. That's like when I wake up. No. Pretty much the most prettiest croissant I've ever had in my entire life. Let's see. I feel like I shouldn't eat it. It's like a work of art almost. I feel like I should get a napkin before anything because I'm a very messy person. So I've learned from my mistakes over the years. And I'm going to grab one real quick. Got my 2 drinks still. My stuffed Nutella croissant. And we're gonna go in for. I have not had a bite yet. Oh my Lord. That is good. Look at these layers. This is baked in-house every morning too, 6 a.m. They're out here baking this, making this. This one they just rolled up for me, so this is super good. I mean, oh my Lord. I'm gonna be in a diabetic coma. This is Carb City, so that's okay. We gotta go to the gym later, so it's whatever, you know. Little carbs, little pump. It's all right, it's okay. We'll fit it in our macros, but super good. Okay, we're gonna stop right there. I don't wanna overdo it. Super good though. Flaky, sweet, savory, buttery. It's good. It's everything you're gonna want. This would be like my daily breakfast if I could do it every day. If I could eat this every day and not get morbidly obese, no, I would do it. But I have no self-control. It's also stopped raining. It's not so rainy outside, so that's cool. But I think that's it.
Well, that wraps up my time on this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. You enjoyed what you saw. I had a lot of fun making this video. It was quite the learning experience and the adventure. And I mean, just getting out here and doing something I've never done before, it was crazy. I have a lot more footage that I did not put in the main part of the video here, but it will be after this little segment that I'm talking about. I interviewed all the owners of the shops, and I will put up timestamps to each one right here. So if you would like to go to each, timestamp of the video to watch each separate interview. Or you could just keep letting the video play, and you could just watch all the interviews roll on. So it's another, I think, good hour of footage here of just different owners talking their experiences and their, future plans and exactly, where they are now, where they're going, things like that. And just a lot of cool ins and outs that you'd never know. And I thank everyone for checking out the video, giving me a chance to do something new. This is something I've been wanting to do forever. And I feel like I'm really finding myself and just doing something I love. If you made it this far, I'd really appreciate if you guys can drop a like in the video, comment something that you thought was interesting, and subscribe to the channel. Because honestly, that's the only way I'm able to do these videos is, just by getting ad revenue. So, I don't make a lot on Patreon. If you guys want to check that out, though, it's links in the description. Other sources of income right now are just doing the 3D stuff that I usually do. You guys, if you've been following me for a long time, you see I do that, but it's not always like super consistent. So this is something I'd like to be able to do on a monthly basis, or every 2 weeks, just put a big video out like this for you guys. This was so much editing though, guys. I can't even tell you how many hours, not even just filming, editing, and just by myself. And it was, oh gosh, it was so much work. But I'm gonna keep rambling and so we'll let the video go from here. Thank you guys again. Thank you for everything, and thank you to all the owners of the shops for letting me come in, trying out your delicious foods. If you guys have a chance to stop by any of these locations in El Paso, Texas, I highly recommend all of them. They were great, amazing spots, and well, that's about it.
My name is David Ramos. I'm his older brother, and we're both from El Paso, Texas, born and raised. Graduated from Jefferson High School. Once we graduated, we started looking for jobs. It was kind of tough to find a job here back then in El Paso, so that took us to California. So once I got my degree, I wound up in Northern California. I worked there as an engineer for about 10 years in Silicon Valley, working with microchips, the microchip industry. And then after that, I worked as a first responder for about six years. So I switched careers, hazmat, EMT, search and rescue, all of that. After that, it was kind of tough to find a house in Northern California because it's so expensive. So I wound up in Southern California, where he's at. Moved into Orange County and switched careers again. Was the manager for a large global organization. I oversaw their environmental health and safety program, and I did that for about almost 15 years. So my careers have been a bit diverse, but they've all been fun. This is career number 4, making boba and coffee. And of all the careers, I'll be honest, this is probably the most fun. And the reason is, the other ones were exciting, and obviously they had their pros and cons, but this one, it's great because we get to meet a lot of nice people here. The second reason is that we're trying to give back to the community. We've been very blessed to have really nice careers, so we need to give back. So that's one of the mottos, or at least our mission. Part of our mission is to give back to the community. So we decided at some point when we were in Southern California to move back home. Here's where all our family is, and we decided, let's just do it. Came back to El Paso about 2 years ago, and we decided, we had to make a decision. Are we going to get jobs and just join the workforce, or do something different? He's the businessman, so he's always wanted his own business, so it was more of a it's now or never kind of situation, so let's do it. And here we are.
After high school, I went to go play music professionally in LA, and did that for many, many, many years. But in between, I was always interested in business. So I managed many big companies, the Targets, the Staples, things like that. But there came a time where I had a need to want to run my own company. And after the pandemic, we decided it's time to go home. We did what we wanted to. We were successful at what we attempted to do. And it was time to come home. All our family's here in El Paso. So it was a way to come back home and to try something like this. And with the support that we have from our family and friends, we couldn't have done this somewhere else. It's taken help, patience from so many people, from friends that we used to know growing up, new friends that we've made along the way, and then our family who unconditionally supports us in any which way that they can. Part of what our secret to being successful has been. But that's kind of what, and he told you the rest of it. So the concept in here, we created with unity in mind, in the sense that during the pandemic, people started to not like each other much. And we named it World Boba and Coffee, just to say that everyone was welcome here. And it's become much more than that, because now we have flavors from around the world. Our bobas, our coffees, we're actually making recipes from around the world. We're combining cuisines from different countries, as you'll see in a little bit, to create a very unique experience. And then the idea of this place was that we wanted to create an environment where everyone got along, but we didn't want to preach. So we chose music, art, and food to be the catalyst to a great conversation, to a great time in here, to relax in here, to smile, to laugh, to invite friends to just have a drink and kind of recharge your batteries. That's kind of where we're at right now.
When you guys first started, what were some struggles that you guys experienced coming into this and trying something new, and how did you guys overcome that?
Well, besides financial, we sold our homes out there in California, and we pretty much invested that money into the business that we have now. So financially, it was a struggle. We didn't take out any loans, so that's one of the key reasons that we're comfortable where we are right now. But another struggle was deciding who's going to man the ship. You can't have two CEOs, you can't have two captains, you can't have two presidents. So we had a long and hard conversation, and since my brother's a businessman and he knows what he's doing, he's managed multi-million-dollar companies, he's made him a lot of money, and my background is completely different. So we decided that he'd be the person that makes the final decision, and that was one of the things that we didn't want to struggle with, and so that's worked out great. We don't always agree, but it's a good thing. That dynamic helps us come up with new innovations, new things. Another struggle was where are we going to locate ourselves, how are we going to do it. We had no real sense of ever owning a business, so we had to kind of learn everything on our own and on the fly. Other struggles that you can think of?
Well, the fact that we didn't know how to make boba and coffee, we just love the drinks.
It took a lot of research, a lot of homework.
So that was part of what he's talking about, of separating the two roles. He's more operational, where I handle more of the business side of things, getting us business and putting us in places where maybe we can be successful. He has to concentrate on the drinks, the quality of the drinks, the quality of service,
sure,
the logistics in here.
The equipment,
yeah.
And making sure.
When we first started, we wouldn't order product in time, and it was a lot to learn. So the struggles are, it's a new business. We barely know what we're doing with making boba and everything like that. But I think it was a blessing in disguise, because we didn't fall into any certain traps that you have to do it this way. We came up with our own way of making boba. We came up with our own way of mixing flavors. So it was kind of a blessing in disguise. Might have taken us a little bit longer, but we've really become good at learning new things fast.
We wear a lot of hats. You need someone, yeah. You need the customer service manager, okay, or you need someone, the accountant. Yeah, they put the hat on.
When you call and the accountant sounds like the advertising guy, yes, because it's me.
Call the maintenance guy. We're always repairing our equipment, fixing it, making it work. So that's another struggle. It's just wearing so many hats that sometimes things overlap, and the bucket list or the to-do list gets longer and longer, and it's just the two of us. But we're managing, we're making it work.
I will tell you one thing that is, not that it was a struggle, but many small business owners or new owners, you're really David versus Goliath. You're competing against big corporations, and whether you think there's a recession or not, it's not easy, and you have to separate yourself. Why people would support you locally. One of the things that we say is, We don't ask people to support us because we're local unless we're supporting local back. We believe that you can only say or ask for local support if you're supporting back.
Yeah, we try to, what they say is walk the talk, not just lip service. We actually try to support our community, support local, charitable organizations here, our businesses, surrounding businesses, customers that have their own businesses, we try to promote them as well. We really do make an effort to support our community.
And the other thing too is saying supporting local, we don't feel like you should hate corporate businesses. I'll tell you what, we have friends that, we have many friends that work for some of these big companies, and I just want to be a hypocrite and make our friends feel bad that they work for the corporation. So we have a policy that we don't talk bad about any corporate or local business, whether
that's one of our
whether it's a boba
policies,
shop or coffee shop or another big company.
We have customers that come in and say, "Oh, your drinks are so much better. Your boba is so much better, and so is not that good." And we listen to our customers, and we just basically say, "Well, you know, there's a place for everyone, and if our customers prefer ours, that's great, good for us. But if not, we're okay with that too. There's plenty for everyone."
Plus, I think that ignites for us. You will notice that we have many different drinks that no one makes. There's a lot of concepts in here that no one does. And that's because you're trying very hard to compete with less of the budget that they have against ours. You have to become creative. You have to give great service. There can't be a day where I don't feel good. Service has to be every day top notch. Your drinks, your product has to be top notch. So that competition is another reason why we don't talk bad about anybody, because we know it's not easy, but we also know that people choose where they want to go, and we try really hard so that we are that choice. And it's okay to go somewhere else, as long as you keep coming back here and say hi to us once in a while. We're good with that. I think it's made us successful because of those philosophies.
What are your guys' plans in the future, you know, as far as you mentioned earlier, kind of getting out there and starting like a food truck or maybe catering?
Sure. There's quite a bit we have planned for this next year. So the first is the delivery services, the Ubers, the DoorDashes. There's many nurses and doctors and people that can't get away are around here that will appreciate that. Number two, we've created a boba catering service for parties, weddings, anniversaries, events. But it's also going to allow us to go to farmers markets and get our name out there. The downtown festivals will be able to participate this next year in those events. The other thing is looking at maybe opening a second location in the near future. We're hoping Freedom Crossing. We have many military families it's in Fort Bliss, and military families that come in here that ask us, when are you going to go? And so we've been talking, and we're working on it.
Yeah, that's one option. And another option is the east side.
The east side location too. We know you need to be in the east side, but honestly, we're trying to become a brand name more than just a shop. And so there's other products coming out that I'll kind of give you a hint. It's for the summer. It's an ice cream, like an ice pop of boba. That'll be coming out soon. But the goal always is to advance the brand name. Not just that we have a restaurant, but a brand name that people trust, and we can grow from the brand name.
Oh, and one more thing. In the mix on our list of things to do or plans is also boba trucks. You know, boba. You know how you have food trucks.
Yeah, food trucks, but it's an entire boba truck.
Yeah, it's a boba and coffee truck. So hopefully that's going to be part of our plan. So.
Yeah, that'd be super neat. I can see how like a big someone can cater that whole thing out too. You know, they can have it for and it'd be easy because everything on board. Yeah. All right. Well, what's a piece of advice you two would give to someone maybe just starting out in maybe not so much this industry, maybe it's this industry, or they want to do something in the future, or they have a dream but they don't know how to implement it. What's something that you guys would give advice to towards that?
Good.
I have an easy one. That is, you will be faced with many obstacles. The only, I guess, how do you say this? You really have only, you're going to have to edit this out. You have to understand that there's going to be obstacles. The problem is that some obstacles bring people down, and they can knock you down. And there's a saying, how quick you get up. But you really have to find a way to get up. And you shake yourself off, you learn from the mistake or whatever happened, and you push forward. And then it doesn't matter how good the plan is that you have, something will change that plan. So be very flexible when these things come up. Stay true to who you are. Don't change as a person. Be open to other people's opinion. Listen. Doesn't mean you have to take it, but you should listen and learn from it. But the best advice is we've gone through a lot of different things, and it never stops us. You know, it's just.
And the obstacles, they never stop either.
Oh, they don't.
No. We fix one thing, we address it, and something else comes up. And we address that, and something else comes up. So, to my brother's point, he's absolutely right. You have to, if you get knocked down, if you come across an obstacle that's going to be tough, try to overcome it. And if you fail doing it one way, don't look at it as a negative. I think we're all hardwired to think of failure as a negative, but actually, if you look at it from the other side of perspective, it's an opportunity to learn. Okay, I failed. It didn't work out that way. I'll learn from that and try it a different way. So that's what we really. It's hard to do, but we try to incorporate that philosophy into our failures, and I think that's what's helped us learn so quickly, because we failed so much. So we learn a lot of lessons really quick, and. So I agree with everything that my brother said. It's just don't let things stop you, even financial. Figure out a way of, perhaps if you don't have the budget, okay, work with a smaller budget. Try to find little successes, and those are going to be your stepping stones for the bigger project. And then from there on, the bigger project, and so on and so forth. So don't let obstacles define who you are and your success. So.
I have one more thing. Don't think you know everything. But try and learn everything.
All that.
And I just made up a saying, I think. That's my own. Copyright it.
Yep.
No, but yeah, don't think you know everything, but you should try to learn everything. And what I mean by that is, he was right. We are our 1-2-man wrecking crew. You got to know a little bit of accounting. You have to know a little bit about
maintenance,
pictures, taking video, advertisement. Maintenance, painting,
carpentry, etc.
And so you should try learn a little bit about everything that is involved in a business, and never be afraid to ask for help or to talk to people that are experts. I'll tell you, I'm the first one. He's the smart one.
He's the good-looking one.
I'm the boy. We're in trouble. But my success personally has come from feeling good about asking people for help.
Yeah.
There's people that are really knowledgeable with certain things, and if I don't know it, I start asking people, talk to me about this, tell me this. And good friends are just people that you meet, appreciate that you value their opinion anyways. But whatever I do not know, I will ask people that are in that field, or try and learn, read a book, look at a YouTube post or something. You can't stop learning.
And to a point that he made earlier, we're very blessed because we have business community leaders and community leaders in general that are recognizable names here in El Paso, that they support us. They give us advice, and it's gold, because if you have successful community leaders and business leaders that are giving you this type of advice, I mean, you can't learn that from a book. So it's invaluable.
The day you think you know everything and don't need anyone, you're done. At least that's the way we think. You don't have to think that way. But
Yeah, that's one thing I told my daughter. She's like, I'm scared. What if I fail? I was like, well, if you fail, you learn how not to do it. I was like,
Exactly.
Sure.
That's exactly right.
that's the point.
yeah, I
That's
was
the
like, you're
point.
gonna fail. You're never gonna do everything right 100% of the time. I was like, and if you do, I mean, then I don't know. I mean, tell me your secret now.
No, it's true. It's true. But that's it. That's our little story.
So I said it before and I'll say it again. It hasn't been easy. It hasn't been easy because I'm very opinionated and we're both opinionated, right? But at the end of the day, he's got the experience and I have to concede and say, okay, here's my point of view, but at the end of the day, we need to move forward. But it works.
Incredible. Thank you. For real.
All right, guys. Well, thank you very much. We really appreciate you coming in, and sounds like you all had a good time here and enjoyed everything.
Make sure you'll see us again just at the camera with our daughter.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring our daughter.
Did you enjoy the drinks?
We're not done yet. We're not done yet because there's some stuff coming out there.
We'll take that
Let's
too.
try it.
Like, it's great.
All right, let's try it.
Thank you,
Let's try it.
Well, I guess first question is like, when did you open up, and like, why did you want to do this? And-
Okay, so we opened in 2016. No, 17, I'm sorry. 2017, and it's a his and hers kind of thing, so it's my husband and I, as you saw, the gaming center. So he's always been an IT technician, has always had his own business. He worked from home at the time, contracts throughout the city with anything with computers pretty much. And then he's a big gamer. So the way it all started was because he was like, man, I just want to open a gaming shop, like for gaming. And so he kind of thought about it for a very long time. And it kept nagging at him until one day he's like, you know what, I'm just going to do it. And I was teaching, I was an educator. So I had my career going. And I was like, well, yeah, go for it. That's fine, you know. So he decided to do that. And from there, it just kind of, when we were walking around looking for places to do his gaming center, we're like, what if we add a little snack bar in the corner? Like a place that just has a little tiny kitchen just to kind of like keep those gamers going with snacks and coffee or whatnot. And we were literally just thinking Keurig machines, like little pods, boom, something simple.
small.
And from there, it turned into two businesses.
Yeah, I mean, this is, so, yeah, when we first came here, I saw this area. I didn't even know that was back there. And then my wife was like, hey, take a look back there.
Yeah.
So I was like, what? So my eyes lit up. Yeah, as soon as I got home, I looked it up, and I was like, this is cool.
Yeah.
So, it's like the little, I don't think, is there any other gaming places like this in El Paso?
I thought there was one like in Fort Bliss maybe or something, but I'm not too sure about it anymore, to be honest.
Yeah, and then you'd have to be able to get on base. And, that's a whole mess. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the only other place I could think of, and they stopped doing it, but they had the game vault, but it's nothing like that either. It's more like
it was more board games.
Yeah. And they tried doing a kitchen, but then they just never set it up.
Yes.
So last time I went, they said like indefinitely closed, and I was like, man.
I know, it's unfortunate.
But yeah. So when you first started, though, I mean, what was like your ideas for coffees? Did you?
So I literally, since I was still teaching, and we opened in the summer of 2017, I finished my career in May so we opened in August, so I finished teaching in May. So literally that summer I was at home. We bought a tiny espresso machine for the house, tiny little grinder, and I was like practicing how to make espresso from home, and I would just, what recipes, I don't know, so I just started experimenting. My best friend would go over and I'd be like, okay, drink this. So she was pretty caffeinated, to say the least. But yeah, I mean, just experimenting at home. That's what kind of started it until this, because it was barely building. And we literally had like hardly any time to get ready. It was just very fast.
When you first had to set up this area kind of like this, I mean, did you get like a lot of traction, a lot of footwork? Because I mean, this is a pretty busy road.
So in the beginning, no. I mean, we would just kind of like, stand outside like, hey, you want to come try our coffee shop? Like, hey, we would see someone walking by here. We would call them over and stuff like that. To be honest, a lot of people don't know it's a coffee shop. So they're very surprised. A lot of them thought it was a bar.
Oh.
And I was like, well, you can take espresso shots, so, but yeah, so a lot of people would come in thinking it's a bar and they're like, oh my God, it's a coffee shop. That's so cool. And even till this day, a lot of people that live around here, believe it or not, they find out and they're like, how long have you been here? I'm like 6.5 years. So I don't know if they just don't look around or.
Yeah, well, I mean,
it's kind of funny.
I lived in El Paso. But I move around a lot, so this is like my probably 5th time being back here. But I mean, I was here for like 8 years, and before my wife, I mean, I was so close-minded. It was just like, Whataburger, Taco Bell.
Yeah.
I was not like a cool person where I go to like these kind of shops.
Yes.
So, and then I met her and she took me everywhere. So she's like, you gotta go here, you gotta go here.
That's neat, yeah.
So, you know, she's opened my mind. Before this,
Yeah.
I wouldn't even do this. I did YouTube, but I did like, you know, just voiceover work. I was a voice actor.
Okay.
So, but yeah, this is super cool. I think like
Oh,
in the
thank
future,
you.
this is what like me and my wife would like to do. Every time she sees this space, she's like, I want to have a place like this, but then I want to have a library in the back. So,
Well, I'm an avid reader, so to me that would be like a dream come true.
yeah. So, but super cool. I guess other questions. Any challenges when you first started doing this?
Well, I mean, yeah, because I was never in business, I was in education, so jumping from that to this immediately was like a huge, I mean, that first year and a half, I felt like I was drowning. But I was like, well, you know, just kind of one day at a time, fake it till you make it.
Yeah, sure.
You know, and eventually you kind of get the hang of it. And when we hit COVID, that was another, I guess, thing that we were very worried about because the gaming center shut off completely. We still had drive-through, so the Hive was kind of supporting the gaming center for a while. So that was stressful. But you know what? To be honest, we are in a really good community. Like our community was extremely supportive.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if it honestly wasn't for them, I mean, we wouldn't be here. Period. You know, so they were very supportive through all that. And yeah, I think that was one of the hardest things was the COVID thing. And then it happened, and we did well, and we're very grateful.
In the future, you have any plans to expand? Any food trucks?
So
or?
we've been kind of playing around with that idea for a while now. It's just this past year we had a lot of issues with a lot of appliances. Like everything was like breaking down, and we had to deal with so much of that we kind of put everything on hold. But yeah, we've been kind of thinking about a mobile. I think a mobile would be very good for us since I already do a lot of catering and a lot of events with the schools, especially with SISD. And so they've been asking me, like, hey, when can you know? So it's been something that has been on our mind. And I think finally this year, I'm hoping that we are able to do that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I know with my daughter in her school, they always have little events where it's like a fun run.
Yes.
You know, and the parents can walk around the track, and they have food trucks. Well, not food trucks. They have like little snow cone ones.
Oh, yes.
But, you know, that's for the kids. I think it'd be really cool to see like what you guys do, though, for adults.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because it's early, everyone's getting out there, and no one's like, you know, nobody wants to walk out there.
Yeah.
So you get a little coffee in your hand, yeah, okay.
Oh, for
I'll walk with
sure.
my kids.
The teachers will love it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and all the events, you know. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I just went to the Winterfest. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause
Yeah,
no
we're
one-
looking forward to it because I know there's so much we can do with that, and the cost is a lot less than doing a second location. So I'm like, why not? You know?
Yeah, and then I guess renting out the truck, you know, if you had a truck or something, then you can have it, you know, X fee to drop it off and you know,
Right.
have someone there on staff.
Yes.
Yeah. So advice. What advice would you give to like someone that wants to do what you want to do, or they're like a new business owner, they're getting into it?
So for sure, you need a support system. It's very important to have people around you that support you, and you know, because it gets very lonely in the way that like you're so focused on this, and then you get a lot of people that are like, oh, it's not gonna happen. Like, so you gotta like let go of the naysayers and kind of focus on your support system that does support you. And then another thing for me is big is you feel like you don't know what you're doing, but you're gonna figure it out. Like just you have so much information at your fingertips now. Like you can research, there's so much you can do. So you are gonna figure it out. It just feels like you can't. But as soon as you start, like researching and you reach out to people that know more than you, that's when you realize, okay, I can do this, one day at a time. Maybe I'm not gonna worry about tomorrow. Today I'm gonna focus on this. Tomorrow will be something else. So definitely reach out to people that know more than you.
Okay.
I always say, never be the smartest person in the room, because you always have to be learning.
Yeah. Did you ask any other coffee shops like in the area?
Well, that
or-
wraps up my
Coffee
time
shops,
on
no,
this episode. I hope you
believe it or
guys
not,
enjoyed
some
the
people are
video.
not
You
very
enjoyed what you saw.
responsive
I
to
had a lot of
helping
fun making
the
this
the
video.
competition. I
It
guess
was-
they
it was
feel
quite
a little
the learning
threatened, which I understand,
experience and the adventure.
There's some that yes and some no.
I mean, just,
so no, not really
just
coffee
getting out
shops,
here and doing
but
something I've
I
never done
just
before,
kind
it
of-
was
I mean,
crazy.
at the time, I didn't know anybody.
Have
really,
a
now
lot
I
more
do because of the
footage
business.
that I did not put in this
My husband
in
had his
the
own business,
main
so
part of
we
the
just
video
kind of
here, but
figured
it
it
will
out
be
together, to be
after this
honest.
little
I
segment that I'm
didn't
talking
really have
about.
anybody at
I
the time
interviewed
that-
all the owners of the
other than
shops,
my husband,
and
we
I will
support
put up
each other.
timestamps
Well,
to
that's
each
super
one
cool. So,
right
since you're
here. So
self-made,
if you'd like to
and then when
go
you
to
first started here, I mean, was
timestamp
this all kind of decorated
the
like it
video
was,
to
or did
watch,
you have contractors come out and you're like,
each
okay,
separate
we
interview.
didn't have as much, but
Or you
yeah,
could just
for
keep
sure,
letting the
like,
video
wall
play,
was
and you
already
could just
done
watch all the
and everything. We
interviews
had
roll
to,
on.
start
So
adding
it's
shelves
it's
since we didn't
another,
have
I think, good
space.
hour of footage
We've
here
had
of
it
just
all
different
since we
owners
opened.
talking their
I took over the
experiences
back area. I don't know
and
if you saw
their
the restroom,
future
on the
plans
side.
and,
We have a bunch of
exactly
shelves. All that used to be my
where they are
husband's
now,
stuff,
where they're going,
and
things
I
like that.
literally said, nope, not
And
anymore.
just a lot
So
of
we
cool
got
ins and
extra
outs that you
fridges,
never
extra
know.
freezers.
And I
yeah,
just
I saw
thank
art on the
everyone
back wall
for
back there too.
checking
I
out the
mean, can you find
video,
that, or-
giving me a
He's
chance to do
customer.
something new.
He's one
This
of our
is something
regulars,
I've been
and he
wanting to
started
do
coming
forever.
in, and he loves to
And
draw.
I feel like
he's
I'm
an
really
artist, so
finding
he
myself.
started drawing for us, and we're like, you know what, we're
just
gonna give you
doing
your own
something
wall.
So it's all his art?
if you made it this
That's
far,
cool. I
really
thought it was like
appreciate
culmination
you
of
guys
people
liking the
come
video,
in.
No,
comment,
he loves to do
subscribe
it. He'll
to
come
the
and he's done.
subscribe to the channel.
He did a portrait
Honestly,
that we
that's the
put in
only
the
way I'm
women's
able to do
restroom.
these
It's really cool.
videos is,
And yeah, so
just
we keep
by
all his
giving
art
ad
and
revenue.
put it
So
up.
That's
I don't
super
make a
cool.
lot
I'll
on
see if I can get his
Patreon. If
handle.
you
See
guys
if
want
his
to check that out,
Instagram or
though,
anything.
I can get it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can show
other
it,
sources of
you know,
income right
yeah.
now, or just do
Yeah.
nerdy stuff that I usually
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. The only other shop I went to, they had art, but they were like,
It's
people
not
can
always
put their own
like
art and
super
sell it.
consistent.
Oh,
So
I
this
see.
is
But they had to
something I'd
have their
like
like
to be able to
Venmo
do
or something
on
next
Oh,
to
okay,
it.
a
okay.
monthly
Yeah, yeah.
basis
I've seen a couple places
or
do
every
that.
2 weeks.
Oh, that's kinda cool.
I wasn't sure if it was like that, where
so
people
much
put their own art and
guys.
sell it
I can't
here.
even tell you how many
Yes.
hours.
But
not even just
yeah, I
for
think that was
editing,
still
editing,
super
editing.
neat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just bump
I mean, how
myself.
back does the gaming center get?
During the week, it's not very busy. So during the week, we do have the Smash Brothers community coming in, and they do like tournaments. So they do come in and do that once or twice a week. But that's more like in the evenings. So it's more like in the weekends is when it gets more busy. And my husband actually focuses on his PC repairs and custom build computers. That's what's been going very strong for him, is the custom build PCs, because he makes
Do you do it
very
online? You
unique
ship them out, or
PCs.
is it local?
He's working on that. Right now it's only local, but we're trying to see if we can go online. We just have to figure out like the whole thing with the shipping, because he makes very intricate PCs. Like they have a bunch of accessories and stuff like that. So that's something we're figuring out. But yeah.
Not something you want to get damaged in shipping. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Okay.
All right. So tell me about yourself.
My name is Adam Heredia. I'm one of the managers here at the Dripping Cauldron, and I'm also a barista.
Cool. All right. And then we witnessed you earlier making all the cool drinks. And I mean, what brought you here first? Was it just you were looking for a job, or you knew someone here, or?
Like I said, I've always been in the service industry. Jacob, one of the owners, is a good friend of mine. We met in the haunted house industry.
Cool.
And he was telling me about how him and his wife were opening up a new business. I came by one time to check it out, and then he was telling me that he was looking for new hires, because, after the pandemic, it's just hard to find reliable people. And I told him, I was like, hey, like, I'm kind of trying to find a way out of where I was at the time. And he's like, well, come on here, we'll try it out. I kind of vibed with everybody here. I went from a customer to an employee, and yeah, the rest has been here for almost a year. It'll be a year in March.
All right. And then your time being here, I mean, any cool changes that have happened? Any...
Oh yeah, plenty, man. Like we're actually selling food now. Like we introduced our sandwich menu.
Okay.
We make a whole bunch of different sandwiches with different modifications. We also try to keep in with the theme. Obviously, we're a themed coffee shop. Spooky vibes. Try to keep the same with the food. And then there's been a huge increase as far as revenue has gone. I remember when I started out, we went from like $60, $80, $100 days. Now we're pulling $200+ days.
Nice. Okay.
For a small business, which is actually pretty good.
Yeah. So definitely implementing some cool stuff that works really well. Sweet. And then, I mean, is it like kind of freedom? Any employee works here, they can kind of like chip in an idea, like, hey, we should try this?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Jake and Angie are always open to new stuff, which is also really good. They really want to hear. They really want to take in and hear everybody's opinion on that, and I think that's also been really good. It gives everybody creative freedom and kind of have their input.
Cool. All right. And trying to think of other questions. No. I usually have it on my phone, but this is I'll edit this. So yeah, using this mic to edit with it. So let me see. Let's see. Thinking. Drawing a blank here. My brain's kind of scrazzled from setting all this up right now too.
I'm just trying not to be too fidgety.
Nah, you're good. I fidget all the time, so this is how I move, so trust me. I got ADHD and I got like restless leg syndrome, so I'm used to it.
Try not to bounce my hands.
Nah, you're good. You can do it. Talk with your hands and move, and
Try not to bounce my legs.
I used to try to do it like really tight when I do interviews and stuff. It'd be like this, but I hate it now. Just like it hurts. My toes feel painful. I feel like pain in my toes, my legs, my bones, and
when you look at the footage, you look constipated.
yeah. So like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy? But so now I'm just open. I'm like, yeah, I got ADHD, so it's it could be a good thing and a bad thing. So, but okay. I guess what would you say to someone that hasn't seen this place before? They're they're new to it. Maybe I mean, we know it's themed, so you guys will know that. But what makes you guys kind of like stand out amongst like all the other coffee shops in El Paso or the surrounding area?
I mean, amongst the obvious reasons, I would say that we're very personable. Wait a minute. We're very personable when it comes to our guests. I know a lot of times people say that they try to have like a family-oriented work ethic and stuff like that. And I've never really bought into that stuff, but here you do really feel it, and we do take our time in getting to know our guests, our clientele. Our regulars are really awesome people. Some of them, they bring in their friends, they bring in their family. People make days coming here, man. Like I have sometimes people come in during the week, and it's their first time. It's like, oh, this place is so awesome. Like my friend would love this place. My niece, my nephew, my daughter. And then they come Saturday, they bring the whole family and they're here hanging out.
That's cool.
They sit at the big table. They're playing board games.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Do you ever have people that come in, they want to play like D&D or just whatever games?
The long table back there is actually that's actually what it was built for. We do have people that come in. They play chess. They're in here rehearsing lines. I've had people come in rehearsing lines. I've had people come in. They're typing on the laptop all day. 3-4 drinks a day. Sometimes from open to close.
Dang.
Yeah, it's just all different kinds of people, man. Sometimes people just want somewhere chill where they can listen to music that they like, but also, take in the environment. And, like, I think also because it's so secluded, they're a little bit away from the rest of the city or from what you would not normally get for like one of the bigger chains.
Yeah.
Where there's just so many people and so much noise and so much stuff going on in the background.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a really cool spot. So, I mean, I know that me and my wife, we saw, who did we see? We saw, was it Pierce the Veil? And then we're like, I mean, how many emo kids can there really be in El Paso? There are a lot. No, so, I think, if you guys are watching this video or even you're traveling through here and you're, I mean, it's not just for alternative people, but, this is definitely a spot that I could see like my crowd going to, just for like the vibe alone. But yeah, I mean, just playing board games, so, or, bring your laptop. I don't know how intricate people come. I've seen people bring like a whole like Switch setup with their friends and stuff. So
yeah, no, we've had a couple of that too. Also, we've had people come in. The first dates are here. Also,
that's cool.
Had a couple of times of that.
Do you guys ever do anything with the customers, like anything online, Instagram wise? Like, hey, if you guys can come up with a drink idea, the number one.
We did. I know that Jake does giveaways sometimes for his business next door. I mean, it's all the same business. The auto shop is next door and the coffee shop is here. Sometimes he intertwines that. Like, hey, like he did a scavenger hunt one time.
That's cool.
He was like, hey, come here, order this specific drink. Take a photo of it. And we've done giveaways ourselves. For like discounts, free drinks. Since we hit a year in August, we did our anniversary party, which was like Alice in Wonderland themed, and it was our unbirthday.
That's fun.
We did our unbirthday celebration, and I dressed up as a Mad Hatter. One of our employees, she dressed up kind of like Alice. We did like the Alice themed costumes. Mm-hmm. We took pictures with the guests, but we also did half off on drinks. We gave away pastries and treats, and we had the movies playing.
Cool.
We do theme days. I think Valentine's Day is coming up. I think we're gonna be pushing our Telltale Heart, which is our charcoal mocha drink. It's really popular. A lot of people really dig that one.
All right, you heard it.
Yeah, a lot of people really dig that one. And I think what's another one we got? May the 4th. Around May, that's when we did our Harry Potter Day, which wasn't as successful as I hoped that would, but we were just starting out. But we also did our Star Wars Day, which we were giving away our Galaxy Blue Milk and our Grogu drink. The Baby Yoda,
that's fun.
Yeah, it's the caramel. It's the caramel apple matcha.
Oh, what goes in the blue milk? I think we all want to know that. So
the Galaxy Blue Milk was obviously milk of your choice, and it's got blue raspberry syrup, pineapple, and it's the blue raspberry syrup and pineapple with your choice of milk.
Okay.
The blue raspberry syrup, it makes the milk blue, and we do accommodate for allergies, people who are vegan, lactose, things of that sort. So a lot of people have fun with that. But I think the popular one was probably the Grogu matcha, the Baby Yoda.
Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, everyone's like, Baby Yoda. Me and my brothers would be like, the blue milk, And you see on Star Wars episodes, like milking the thing, and you're like, ah.
People came in with their Star Wars shirts. And even that too, man, you find out, like, how many fan bases, like, are really entwined with everything. People came in with their lightsabers on their.
That's fun.
On their, on them.
Their little belt stashes or little pockets. That's cool.
Exactly. Star Wars shirts. People came in with their face painted. Sometimes.
Does Darth Maul walk in here? Hey guys, can I get a?
No, I mean I wore red contacts. That was about it. And I had my Empire Strikes Back T-shirt on.
That's cool.
And then of course I had my lightsaber on my hip.
All right.
People take photos with each other.
And then question. So like, would you guys ever do anything? How did you say it? Like festival-wise, you plan something like a food truck or cart or catering or?
We do have a mobile store.
You do?
Yeah, we pop up on occasions. Usually when they're asked, we do have a mobile store. And we post up. I go live on Instagram. We've done a couple of car shows. We did the Day of the Dead festival, which was really cool. Jake took Osriel out. That's his hearse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he has his hearse and his coffin car. It's a custom-built coffin car, which is called the Dragula, like the grandfather's car from the Monsters.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's called the Dragula.
Did you guys do the parade on Alameda or?
Yes, we did.
Okay,
Yeah,
I think I saw you guys then because
we did.
that like rings a bell. And if I could find footage, I'll show you guys because I was filming everything there. So.
Yeah, so that was kind of cool. Being involved in stuff like that is always awesome. And for Halloween, we were just pretty much slammed just with so many people coming in and out. We didn't really have much time to plan for that, but I'm hoping for this year we can kind of get more in tune with that, and also take more input in from the guests since we have so many of them now. And everybody just seems to really enjoy it here and want to get involved, and we're always open to change here. It's a work in progress, but I feel like it's going in the right direction.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely. I mean this is probably the coolest. Sorry, but not to compare coffee shops, but this is definitely the coolest. Like the one where I'd be like, I'm gonna go here today. But yeah, it's just a cool vibe.
The coolest one I've been to.
Yeah. So and if you're a normie and you're still going to Schmucks, we'll just say that. Well, fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. No, go here. So, yeah. Well, I mean, what's the common thing when people come in here first time? What do they say? Because I know from the outside it might be a little deceiving. You wouldn't think like this is all in here. What's like the number one thing people say?
The main one I hear is that they pass by here all the time and they didn't know that it was here, or they've heard about it, they just never got around to it, and they wanted to just try something different. So they just came in. It's one of the main ones here is like, oh, I pass by this place all the time. It's like, I live right up the street. I didn't even know this place was here.
That's funny.
So we're kind of a hidden gem, which is also really good. But
yeah.
I said I want to expand outward a little bit more.
Cool. Well, hopefully this video makes it no more hidden gem. I mean, I'm sure there's gonna be people who are like, man, that was my spot. Now like got all these people coming in here, but it's good. It's good for everyone. Okay. So, all right. Well, I guess that's all the questions I really got to ask. What's okay, I asked this to everybody. So what's something you would say to somebody that's, they're coming into this kind of business, coffee, and they want to do it. They have no idea they have no idea what they're doing. What advice would you give to that person?
To be completely honest, man, before I started here, I wasn't even a coffee drinker.
Really? Okay, so like me.
Yeah, I wasn't even a coffee drinker. My thing is teas. Like I love green tea. I love I think they made one for you. Oh no, they made it for Jake. I love London Fogs and Earl Grey with the vanilla cream on the top. I love those. But I started seeing all the different drinks and they just sounded really good, so I decided to try one out. And now I'm addicted to this stuff, man. I have about three double shots of espresso a day now, so it's insane. Yeah, but honestly, just be open to learning, man. The machines were probably the most intimidating factor because, like me, I'm clumsy sometimes and I don't want to break anything.
Yeah, I'm the same way. It was my third tripod, so.
Yeah.
I dropped that camera. This is my third lens too.
Be open to change and don't be so intimidated by something you don't know. Like I've actually found out it's fairly easy. Like I was able to pick everything up in just a matter of a couple of days, and I didn't even know there was just so many ways of preparing coffee, which was also really interesting. Like I'm working with some really awesome people that are really talented in like this field. Mm-hmm. So it's just like everything else, man. There's just like there's always really good bartenders, there's good chefs, there's like coffee's another one of those, and I didn't realize that. It's just like it's making coffee. It's like like you boil hot water, you pour it over beans.
Yeah, that's like that to me. That's like my mindset. I'm like but I grew up like if I wanted coffee, I didn't want to get big bags, so I get instant. I'm like, hey, I made coffee, Yeah. But and I met my wife, and she's like, we got a whole coffee bar at the house now, and
it's still intimidating to me, but
And there are like even like the little subtle differences. Like they do make like a huge change in everything. But I think that was probably like the main thing that really surprised me, because like I said, it's like you think you're just pouring hot water over beans. Like no, there's like steps and there's rituals and like whole aspects of this stuff. And that was fairly interesting, and I was really, it's another notch under my belt of things that I learned. I love learning new stuff, so this was another one of those things that I thought was just really neat to learn. And I have even more respect now for baristas, and you know, it's a whole nother cycle of service workers in the industry. So yeah,
cool.
That's good.
All right. Well, that's all the questions I got for you, Adam. Appreciate your time, and thank you.
Thank you guys. Be sure to come check us out, 9408 McCombs Avenue. We are open from 9 a.m. to 7:30 p.m.
Perfect. And then handles, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch.
Yeah, it's going to be at the Dripping Cauldron 915. And then you can find us on Instagram at the Dripping Cauldron or at Beautifully Sinister. And also, if you guys want to check out Jake's stuff, you can find him at Sinister Customs. That's customs with a K. He's on Instagram and also on TikTok. His videos are hilarious, and you can find a lot more of what they do on that side of the bar.
Cool. All right. There we go. Let me make sure. Oh, let's see if the thing's still filming. I think this one died on me.
Do you want Jenny too?
I don't particularly need to be that guy, as I am better at making coffee than I am at words and things. However, I was wondering if I could trouble you. I messed up earlier.
Okay.
I had the bracelet on while I was brewing that tea.
We can redo it if you want to.
Thank you, I do, because I can't. The food handle, I'm off the clock, so
you're
I didn't
good.
take it off. I'm so sorry. It is eating my lunch. It is killing me. Because I'm like, that's not the way that I want the health department to get here. Because they're going to be like, aha, there she is.
You know what, dude? My brother was the same way. Because like sometimes when I post my videos, like he's telling me, he's like, how did you get started?
Oh man, okay. The coffee and tea idea, my wife and I had a hookah lounge, it's 7 years ago. And we always wanted to do coffee and tea, but due to Texas regulations in El Paso County, you cannot mix tobacco with food. So we kind of shut that idea down and ran it for a good little while. And when we decided to reopen Sinister, I reopened the shop. And when we came across this place had been vacant for almost 15 years. So we said, why not take this side, of course section it off from the auto side, rebuild it from the ground up. Our kids and us, we did the walls, the electrical, the plumbing, did everything top to bottom, and said, okay, let's build a coffee and tea shop that you want, specifically the way you want it. And it took 6-7 months, a lot of bloody hands and lots of painting and concrete work. And we built what she wanted.
And then, when you guys first started, I mean, did you have any prior experience in coffee or, you know?
Tea-wise, yes. She is obsessed with teas. A lot of people don't realize how much actually goes into brewing teas. You're talking black tea, green tea, herbal tea, tea additives. You have different temperatures for black tea, green tea, herbal tea. So she was really, really big into that, and she believes in some of the homeopathic remedies of teas. So we were like, okay, let's take that knowledge, and we're both avid coffee drinkers. Me being ADHD, coffee is my medicine. I've drank coffee since I was about 6 years old. Yes, I know that sounds weird, but that's what my doctor recommended. My mom said, are you insane? You're gonna give an ADHD person coffee? And yeah, it actually has the reverse effects. Not on everybody, but 90% of the ADHD community. So we're both very avid coffee drinkers, very avid tea drinkers, and said, we like good coffee. My mom used to say, if you can ever read a newspaper through a cup of coffee, that's not a cup of coffee. So it took us a lot of years to perfect a good cup of coffee and good tea as well, not just burned tea or lightly brewed. So when she wanted to do this, we were like, cool, let's start doing some more research and figuring out what's gonna be good, what the community is gonna like versus what we like, and kind of bring that together with our own spin tastes that aren't like everybody else's, as you can see. And here we are, a little over almost a year and a half later.
Okay, I spoke with Adam earlier about kind of future plans and stuff. And then as far as like going out to festivals and food trucks or a mobile cart, you mentioned
Yes.
that you have one. So,
I just picked one up. It's not a food cart yet. It is a 16-foot Hallmark trailer that we're going to completely revamp and make a mobile coffee shop. We have a little mobile store out of a 12-foot, but it takes a lot. A lot of people don't realize how much it takes to get into it. You're talking FRP panel, you're talking stainless steel, you're talking plumbing, electrical, of course passing health department code. And a lot of these people don't really think about that. And they're like, oh yeah, we want you to go mobile. It takes a lot of money and a lot of time and a lot of effort. So when this opportunity came up, I just picked it up and I said, let's do it. And a lot of people have asked if we could go to concerts, if we could go to special events, if we could do car shows, because they want us to branch out and go where the people are. Just unfortunately with staffing and time and trying to get everything built, it does take a little bit, but yes, plans in the future are get out, get mobile. Maybe not every single weekend, but for big events, if we're invited, yes, we want to do stuff like that. We want to branch out and let people know what we do and what we like, and hopefully they'll like it too.
all right. And then I know what about as far as catering? Do you have any plans for that?
To be honest, not really. I haven't really thought about that, just because if we do that, in my opinion, it kind of just stretches us even more thin than we already are.
Okay.
Now, on the other flip side of that, we have been asked to do like Grandparents' Day at Parkland Elementary, where we would take all of our stuff and set up and give out coffee to grandparents, families, stuff like that. Now that kind of, public event, we do a lot of community events. Everything for the police, so we can, fire department, local schools, local businesses. Yes, we try to help out and do that. But to be, let's say, can you cater our business meeting? I'm not too sure. That's actually a really good question, is not really looking at that, but could be a possibility.
Cool. All right. And then any story behind the coffee mobile? Because I know
Dragula.
I've seen you guys at the parade on Alameda, and I'm gonna try to find the footage and put it here somewhere.
Yes.
To find it. Because I remember seeing it. I think my wife was like, hey. So.
It was like, yeah, it's the Sinister guys. Everybody always knows us for Azrael and Dragula. Azrael started out as a 1986 Buick LeSabre hearse that started its life in Canada. It was in use from 1986 till 1995. I actually found the original builder from Eureka, Tom McPherson, and gave me all the details, the breakdown of it. It was amazing. And then for some reason went from Canada to the US somewhere and then got abandoned. Nobody used it. And then I really wanted a hearse. My wife said, you're crazy. And I said, look, I'm going to do a wheel and deal and I'll get a hearse. She said, okay. Guy in Cruces had it and traded me for a 2002 Honda Accord. And we took this ratty looking hearse from a very good buddy of ours now and built it into Azrael. And I always loved the Munsters as a kid. So I would acquire coffins periodically and caskets. And I always wanted to build Dragula. I loved Dragula from the Munsters and the Munsters mobile, the Munsters coach. So during COVID, we got a little bored and our fabricator was taking his 1975 Gremlin and a 2003 BMW Z4 and mating them together. And I said, I want to build Dragula. Our rendition, of course, it is not George Barris's. We do not want to disrespect his build at all. It is amazing, and that's his. But we had our rendition, and we built it out of scrap parts. Anything we had laying around. We didn't put a lot of money into it. It just took a lot of fab work, time, imagination, and Tyler Zalman, our fabricator at the time, I gave him a concept, and he ran with it. And I said, I want this, 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 this. And we started doing it together and he fabbed it. We put it all together, painted it. And it is a street legal car and I love it. We're actually in the process of building 2 more. So hopefully the public gets to see those soon. We're not sure exactly when.
All right. And then I know Adam mentioned you have a TikTok. So what do you showcase on there?
Well, at the very beginning, it was just kind of basic. Showing pictures of Azrael, Dragula, maybe some minor builds, just kind of basic mechanic Facebook stuff. And I kind of changed that a few months ago. We started getting a major following due to Azrael, Dragula, and some of the crazy stuff. But we kind of changed that. And now we're showing real big builds and the screwy stuff that happens at shops. A lot of mechanic shops don't show you the rats underneath the carpet, the chewed up wiring, or the, hey, my buddy helped me fix this, and the part's upside down. So that's now what we showcase on there, and we got about 4 big builds we're getting ready to start right now.
Cool. All right, and then I guess another question I like to ask everybody is, someone coming into this line of work, what advice would you give to them?
Be trainable. 100% be trainable. And that's not coming as an employer or a business owner or someone who's now working in the field, because these guys aren't just the ones that work behind. People get sick, especially with COVID still being a major thing. With, life emergencies, life happens. We have to jump behind the bar and we have to make sure that we know what we're doing as well. Main thing is, a lot of people go into any kind of business market thinking that they know everything or they have this education and they've done it for a few years and they want to go in and do it their way. And the best thing I can tell anybody going into either the automotive industry or even the food and retail business is, it doesn't matter how long you've done it, somebody else somewhere is doing it slightly different but still making it work. That doesn't mean that they're better than you are. That doesn't mean that, you're better than they are, or vice versa. Be open-minded and be trainable. Go in there with a clean slate. Do it the way that you're taught, because if you go in there with a single-minded mentality, it can hurt you, and it can also hurt the business, which if it's hurting the business, then it just becomes a conflict between owner, manager, employee, anything. Coexist, work together, keep, of course, a very PC and open-minded relationship with your coworkers, your employers, and be trainable. If they're training you a certain way for consistency, it's for a reason. Don't be bullheaded and stubborn. That's the main thing, is just be very open, be transparent.
Cool. All right. Well, I think that's pretty much it. No.
I was like, I didn't mean to get serious there, my bad. Be trainable. Do it.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you for your time. Thank you for letting us
No, thank you guys for coming down. It's been fun. I'm trying to figure out, what can we do? What are we doing wrong?
No, it's awesome. So, yeah, this is so cool. So cool. Honestly, I've lived so many states, San Diego and Texas and everywhere in between, Arizona. This is like the coolest coffee shop / mechanic shop I've ever seen.
Well, thank you. I'd like to have a niche on the market.
Yeah, I think
I swear that's not how we intended it. But at the same time, if you think about it, you go get your oil change from Honda, Toyota, Ford, Chevy, doesn't matter. They usually have a little coffee room or a little waiting area. How many times are you bored?
Yeah.
So why not come over, get internet, play on your phone while you're getting your oil change, tune up, talking to people. You can come over here. We have book clubs come here. We have book clubs. We have tea clubs. We have kids. We have adults with babies that just come in to hang out and talk with their friends during the day. We wanted a nice little peaceful kind of coexist place where it doesn't matter what race, sex, religion, gender, sexual preference, doesn't matter what you are. If you just want to go hang out, that's kind of why it's here. And so, yeah, that's it.
Watching them giggle over here.
She's laughing at me, as per usual. My wife. That's not true. You don't let me buy more cars.
How many do you have?
I've gotten rid of some, though. She told me if I buy any more caskets, she'll divorce me. So I have 5, and I need to build stuff out of them, and then I can get more.
All right. Okay. Well, hi. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah. So, do I look at the camera? Or do I look at
Either
you?
way, me, your camera. Here, I'll put
Okay.
this right here just so it makes sure it gets.
Yeah. So, my name is Sophia McGee, and I'm the owner of Rally Point Coffee.
Cool.
It's actually me and my dad that own it.
All right, cool. So when did you guys, I guess, first come to business, you know?
So we've been open for a little over 2 years. November was our 2-year anniversary, and we're currently working on our east side location. That should be open in about a week or 2.
Yeah, okay, so I've seen that one, you guys are getting it built up and everything, so that's super neat. And then, I mean, what brought you guys to like come together? Was it like your plan, your dad's plan, or you guys were both like, hey, we should start something together? Or?
Yeah, so it was my dad's idea. He had an idea several years back of doing a coffee shop and a bar. So I guess I said this is my brother's bar that we're standing in right now. Yeah, crab box, a little shout out to them. But so my brother, it was his idea originally to start a bar in this location, and my cousins actually own the shack.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so he went to them for advice. It's all family owned in this complex. So he went to them for advice, and it was when they were building this location, and they told him about the spot and reached out to my dad saying, hey, like, did you still have that idea? We loved that idea a long time ago. Do you want to come bring it over here? And right around that time is when I was finishing up in college. And he called me and said, what do you think about this idea? And his idea was combining coffee and liquor, since my brother was doing the beer. And we just started rolling with it. And that's what created Rally Point Coffee.
That's cool. I mean, yeah, I mean, it looks like it works really well. I mean, this whole spot, you know, and I was even wondering too, I was like, man, whoever built this was clever. You could have a business there, you know, it's just huge. So that's super cool. I mean, to know the history now behind it, it's like just family.
When this was just nothing but like concrete and dirt, so you go to any big city, you go to Austin, you go to Dallas, Arizona, there's places like this. There's places where you can have food, you can have beer, coffee, and there's nothing really like that here in El Paso, where you can just get everything, so that's what we wanted to bring here.
Yeah, this is like the ultimate spot, you know. I mean, I mean, the shack's cool too, because you got like, it's just, any age can go really.
Right.
I don't feel like, I've taken my daughter there to eat and she loves it, you know. I don't feel like, you know, like you go to Hooters and you're like, oh, I should probably not bring my kids here. But there it's cool, it's just like, everyone's fun, you know. And then I've come here, like I said, I come here before, you know, or to your brother's bar here just to get drinks because, you know, you've got a bunch of different options.
Right.
And then my wife loves, you know, coffee. She's like a coffee aficionado, so.
Right, there's something for everyone here.
Yeah, and then I had a tea over there too. It was the hibiscus.
Yeah, the hibiscus.
Yeah, I was like, I get hip tea.
Yeah.
But
did you spike it? Or do you...
It was good. No, I didn't spike it though, but I had strawberry. No.
Nice.
Spiked it with some strawberry.
Yeah.
So it was good though, but yeah, I can only imagine, you know, putting a little something extra in there.
Right.
So I love the idea you guys have. I like, I mean, it's in a really good spot too, I imagine. Yeah. So plus now the Olive Garden's there, so you guys.
Yeah, that actually wasn't even there when we built it. So everything on this block, the car wash, everything is new these last 2 years. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember they were building that, and then I went there the first day they opened. It was horrible.
But, you went the first day, yeah.
Yeah.
You kind of did that to yourself.
So I was like, yeah, it was bad. It was no service, and the general manager was like, hey, take my car. I was like, thank you. So, yeah. All right. Well, any struggles when you first started doing what you do over there?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a huge learning curve. Even 2 years in, I feel like I have so much to learn. But I always tell people I think the hardest part for me personally is now I had to learn like plumbing, like electrical work, because I'm a handyman, you know, like whenever something's down, like I gotta kind of fix it and stuff like that. So, but it's fun too. Like I get to learn all these new things. Yeah. Like replacing the sink, for example.
And YouTube, you're like,
there's a YouTube video for everything. So yeah,
that's
it
cool.
helps out.
All right, and then I mean, I guess future plans. You kind of got that covered, right? You guys are opening. Any plans to have like a food truck or any catering service or?
So yeah, so that's my dream is always to open up some sort of restaurant. It's actually funny that they brought these in the CBD because what I ultimately want to do is have a restaurant with infused foods.
Cool.
And infused coffee, everything like that. So that's my own personal goal in the future. But right now we're building the east side location and we already expanded it. So it's 3 times the size of our current location.
Oh, wow.
We're also gonna have beer on tap at that one. We're gonna have a drive-through. So we're
that's
already
cool.
building a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, you're really capitalizing on that. Cool. All right, and then I forgot my other questions. Well, I got them on my phone, but I can't turn that off now. Oh yeah. So I mean, what's the piece of advice that you give to someone that's coming into business and you know they've never started, or maybe they have experience but they want to try something new? What would you say to them?
I would say to just go for it. That's the biggest thing, is go for the risk. Don't give up. Just keep pushing for the future. It's gonna work out. I know it's stressful, but just don't give up. Just keep believing in yourself. And just keep working towards your goal for sure.
Did you ever have anybody when you first started that were like, that's not gonna work, no, you shouldn't do that?
Yeah, there's always people like that.
Yeah.
And you just gotta, because people, I think it's just like the small-minded, and they just don't see themselves doing it, so they try to project that onto you.
Yep.
But you just gotta block out the noise and just don't listen to them. There's a reason they're not doing it, and so just block out the noise. There's a million people that'll tell you like, no, it's too hard, but you just gotta listen to those voices that are just telling you, no, like go for it. It will work out. It will be okay. Listen to the people who have already done it and are in that same position.
Cool.
Those are the people to listen to.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, same for me as a YouTuber. You know, I told my family I'm gonna do YouTube. I mean, they were like,
Oh,
nah,
yeah.
dude.
I'm sure, yeah.
They did not see it at all. So, and then I was already making money doing it, but I didn't want to tell them.
Right.
So then I was like, I got tired of it, and I was like, look at this fucking money.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I didn't know that, dude. You should have told me forever.
You're like, wait, how can I do it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So yeah, I lied to my family the first like year. I told them I was working Capital One from home. You know, I was like, I work Capital One, and I was working there, but I was only working like an hour a week. I was giving all my hours away and just doing my videos.
Yeah.
So
That's
I was
awesome.
like, nobody come in here. I'm on a bank call. You know, like,
Yeah.
what is going on, guys? So that's cool though. Yeah, I mean, it seems like business translates to anything you do in life. Then it's not just like, you know, YouTube, business, real business. No. So
It's all business, you know. We're all. It's like small businesses, so we're
Yeah.
all like trying to make it, you know.
I mean, that's cool. I mean, it's like a nice little. I mean, your employees are super nice.
Oh yeah.
So I
I
mean,
have great staff. That's something I've been really lucky with. It's something a lot of people struggle with is hiring people, keeping people on staff. But I've had awesome people working for me from the beginning. Even people who have left, I've maintained in contact with. I have a few coming back to the new location.
That's cool.
So
it
yeah,
works.
it's just awesome. And I think like one of my favorite parts is all the other small business owners that I've met. It's just so cool. I've met so many people, like the owners of Neat Collective. I don't know if you've heard of them yet. It's the food truck park over here in the Northeast.
Oh no, not in the Northeast. I mean, I go to the one in Zaragoza a lot,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, so it's a new one. It's super awesome. They have a bar there too.
Cool.
They were some of our customers, and then they ended up opening that up just recently. And just like a bunch of other coffee shop owners, bar owners. It's just awesome getting to meet everyone in the industry that's like-minded, has the same goals, the same passions. It's really cool.
that is cool.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. You ever had like FitFam come in here? They're like, cool.
Yeah, we've been on FitFam. It's actually funny. My brother posted a video on FitFam, and it wasn't me, and I was just getting dragged in the comments. It was funny though.
Yeah, people suck. Yeah. Somebody was like, I forgot what, somebody commented on one of my videos because I told them I was in El Paso, and they're like, can't wait to see you on FitFam. I was like, I hope not.
Yeah, you're like, no way.
Yeah, I was like, there's never anything good on FitFam, right? So cool. All right, well, I guess that's it. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being here. You have any handles you want to shout out? Instagram?
Yeah, so you can follow us on rallypoint_coffee and rallypointcoffee_east. That's our new East Side location, Instagram.
Perfect. All right, cool. Hey. No. I think I was out of shot the whole time.
Oh, were you? Like, that's new.
That's okay. Cool. Sweet.
Yeah, I appreciate you doing this though. I always tell people it's crazy just because like people don't realize how much just posting a picture of our coffee shop brings in. Like one person can post a picture of us and it brings in so many people. It's crazy, the power of social media.
Yeah, well, I've got a good following. Like I said, TikTok, I got like 500,000 on there, and then
That's awesome.
30,000 YouTube. And then I would have had like 1 million on TikTok. I got banned like 3 times though. So.
Why?
Because my chills impression. I did a video. What was the last time I got banned? Banned one time because I photoshopped Bernie Mac's face on a Big Mac. And I was like, you guys might know Bernie Mac, but do you know Bernie Big Mac? And then they got me with racism. I was like, what?
Are you serious?
Yeah, so I tried to fight it, but
Yeah.
the appeal system is horrible.
Yeah.
And then I got banned because there's a singer and his name's Sykuno or something like that. And he sings like, I don't know, kind of like dubstep-y rap. But there was another TikToker with him, and it's like this big dude, you know, he's got big old tits. And he's like, he pulls his shirt off, he's like sucking on his nipple.
Oh
So I stitched that, and I was like, that's how you get COVID titty. And they banned me because of that, because I said COVID. And I was like, come on.
Are you serious?
So.
What? Not because of the nipple.
Yeah, I was like, this dude's got his nipples not getting sucked. So, like, this is crazy.
So we opened on May of 2022, and We started Kafa because, well, she's a pastry chef.
Hi, I'm Excel.
And I have nothing to do with. I was never interested in like anything about coffee until she started like telling me like, oh, let's take some classes. So we went to Mexico City and we took a class, and I was like, wow. So I graduated from UTEP, and she was like, let's start a business. So I was like, okay, cool.
We are sisters. So.
Yeah, we're sisters.
Yeah. Well, I graduated from Mexico City, so I lived there for a few years. So that's why.
Okay, so you already were familiar, you knew. You're like, I know the perfect spot.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. And then when you first opened, what was the biggest struggle or business problem that you faced?
The permits.
Permits?
Yeah, because it was like it's still COVID time. It took forever for us to be able to open.
Okay.
So we got the place.
And we were paying rent and we were closed, so yeah, it was like a very huge problem.
Yeah, we opened a year after we got the place.
Dang.
So we pay rent for a year.
Without even being able to make no money from it.
Yeah, so we were doing research a year before getting the spot. So yeah, we went to Mexico City like 3 times. We took some classes, and then we went to see some vendors, and that's when we found Almaquieta, which is the coffee that we have. And yeah, we went like 2 times, and they did some tasting for us, and that's how we got our special blend. And yeah, we have a little system. She does more like the inventory here, and I'll do more of the bookkeeping. So that's how we divide.
Cool. All right. And this is your only location right now?
Yes.
Do you ever have any plans for opening another location, or you want to keep it kind of like nice and tight?
Maybe we want like something express, but we're not sure yet. So.
Yeah, we're still thinking about it.
Okay. And then, let's see here. What are some of your top selling items, and why do you think people love them so much?
I think the egg and prosciutto croissant, and
Okay, that's good.
and then the croissants, of course.
Yeah.
And the tea that you got, the peach ginger tea, that one, and maybe cortados.
Yeah, cortados.
Let's see here. And then, what's something that makes your business stand out amongst others?
We make our own bread. Like everything you see here, we make it here. We don't get it from other places or anything. I guess that's
like our signature.
Yeah, that's our signature.
Cool. All right. Well, that's pretty much all my questions. So thank you, girls, for your time and for letting me come in here and eating all your delicious food. All right, look at this, guys. You guys can come here. Get these. Get all of them, okay? Also.
Thank you for coming.